योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्ताः सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Shloka 14 in Vishnu Sahasranama is Sarvaga Sarvavidbhanu Vishwakseno Janardhanaha Vedo Vedavidavyango Vedango Vedavidkavihi. There are 10 words in this shloka. They are Sarvaga, Sarvavidbhanuhu, Vishwaksenaha, Janardhanaha, Vedaha, Vedavid, Avyanga, Vedanga, again Vedavid, Kavihi. There are 10 words in this shloka. The first word, Sarvaga, is one who reach everywhere is a Sarvaka, or one who is all pervading is Sarvaka. Bhagavan Vishnu, he is the cause of this creation, and this creation is the effect. Whatever is the cause and whatever is the effect be, the cause will be present in the effect. That's why it is called the effect. So, whatever it may be, the cause will be exactly present in the effect. The cause taking different formation is the effect. Just see the example, the gold and the ornaments. The ornaments are the different shape and a different purpose, but it is all gold. So gold is the cause and the ornaments are the effect. Just like that, Bhagavan Vishnu is the cause and this entire creation is the effect. The effect is the different formation and the different reason or the different name, but it is the same as the cause. So Bhagavan Vishnu, being the cause of this creation, he reached everywhere, he is present everywhere, and that's why he is said as all pervading. And so he is called Sarvaka. The next word is Sarvavid Bhanuhu. Sarvavid means one who knows everything. Bhagavan Vishnu, he knows everything because he is everywhere. There is no place in this entire creation where he is not there. So he is everywhere and he knows everything, and so he is called Sarvavid. But Bhanu means that which makes uh, everything shine, that is luminous, that luster, that is Bhanu. Bhagavan Vishnu, he is the intelligence behind this creation. Without that intelligence, all the objects, they may be of different form and they may be of different name, but they will be inert. Bhagavan Vishnu is present in all beings as the intelligence, and because of that, all the beings are active, and the luminous objects like the sun, the stars, the moon, everything is luminous because of that intelligence. Bhagavan Vishnu is that Bhagavan or that intelligence which makes everything to shine. And there are two very famous lines in the Upanishad. The two famous lines are Tameva Bhantam Anubhadi Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhadi. That is, he shines and everything else shines. He is shining, and because of that, everything else shines. That is the meaning of the first word, Tameva Bhantam Anubhadi Sarvam. Tasya bhasa sarvam idam vibhadihi. Through his luster, all these objects are illumined. That is, objects means the sun. Because the sun gets light because of the intelligence of Bhagavan Vishnu. The moon is shining because of the luminosity. It gets its luminosity from that intelligence, and that intelligence is Bhagavan Vishnu. Just like that, everything in this universe, its intelligence is Bhagavan. And these two famous lines are there in the Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad, part 2, canto 2, and mantra 15, 2 to 15. And it is again repeated in the Mundaka Upanishad, second Mundaka, canto 2, mantra 10. So famous are these lines, and it gives the meaning for the luminosity of all the objects. So tameva bhantam manubhadi sarvam tasya bhasa sarvam mitham vibhadi. So these are the two lines, very famous lines from the Upanishad. And so Bhagavan Vishnu is called Sarvavid Bhanuhu. Sarvavid means one who knows everything and who illumines everything. Not only he knows everything, he also illumines everything. And so he is called Sarvavid Bhanuhu. The next word is Vishwaksenaha. Vishwaksenaha means one whose presence makes the opposite army to scatter and run to all directions. So the presence of Bhagavan Vishnu, the appearance of Bhagavan Vishnu itself, makes the opposite army, that is the army of the Asuras, the Asura warriors, to run to all the sides. They scatter and run to all the sides, holding their life. And because of that, he is called Vishwaksenaha. The next word is Janardhanaha. Janam ardhayati idi Janardhanaha. That is, Jana means the beings, and the beings are of two classes. One is the Asuras, that is the Durjana, and the Bhaktas. So Ardhayati means cut. Bhagavan Vishnu, he removes the asuras, and Bhagavan Vishnu sent them to the Nether Lokas, punishes the Durjanas. That is, he cut the Durjana, which implies that he removes them or removes their form and removes their mind and transform their mind. So in that way also Bhagavan Vishnu is called the Janardhana. Janardhana means one who kills the asuras or removes the asuras. And in another interpretation is Jana means the bhaktas. Bhagavan Vishnu cut the samsara of the bhaktas and relieve them of their difficulties and relieve them, free them, liberate them from their sufferings. And so that by that interpretation also he is called Janardhana. Janam ardayati idi Janardhana. So that's the meaning of the word Janardhana. And the next word is Veda. Veda came from the root verb vid, that is to know. Veda means knowledge. Bhagavan Vishnu, he is the embodiment of knowledge, both Paravidya and Aparavidya, and so he is called Veda. Bhagavan Vishnu, he lives in the beings as the intelligence and removes their ajnana and give them knowledge. And by that meaning also he is called Veda. All the Vedas came from Bhagavan Vishnu as a subtle vibrations. So it is from him, Bhagavan Vishnu, all the Vedas came forth. And so also he is called Veda. He is the protector of the Vedas. And another interpretation is Dharma adharmo vedayati idi Veda. Bhagavan Vishnu, he knows about dharma and adharma. Vedas are completely the information about the dharma and adharma that has to be followed in this creation. Dharma and adharma, that is the Vedas. So Bhagavan Vishnu, he knows the Vedas and he knows what is Dharma and Adharma. That's why from time to time he takes incarnation and to destroy Adharma and to re-establish the Dharma. So he must be the knower of Vedas. Then only he knows the Dharma and Adharma. And by that interpretation also he is called Veda. It is from him and it is he who created this dharma and adharma to sustain this creation. So by all these interpretation, he is called Veda. The next word is Vedavid. Vedavid means one who knows the Vedas. The direct meaning is this, one who knows the Vedas, but it has a very deep meaning. Bhagavan Vishnu, he created this, it is from him this Vedas came, a subtle vibration. So he has that knowledge of the Vedas, and so he is called Vedavid. And no one can know the Vedas entirely because Vedas are infinite. What is available now is only a few shakas of that is the few branches of the Vedas from each Veda, not the entire Veda. All that were destroyed by time. So only Bhagavan Vishnu, he has the full, complete knowledge of the Vedas. And the people who say, I know Vedas, they have little information about Vedas, but not the entire thing. Even the Upanishads, they say there are thousands of Upanishads, but what's available now is only 100, 108, I suppose. And only 10 of them, Adi Shankaracharya has written the Bhashya, so it is very famous. And a few other Upanishads are also known to people. It is for the Upanishads itself, then the entire Vedas no one else know. Only Bhagavan Vishnu, he knows the entire Vedas, and because Vedas are infinite. And so he is called Vedavid. But Bhagavan Vishnu, when he takes incarnation, he gives the Vedas in the Sankshepika form, that is in an abridged form to people so that the people can follow it. And such abridged form of Vedas are Bhagavad Gita. All the philosophical concepts of the Vedas are in Bhagavad Gita. Uddhav Gita, all the values that has to be followed by a dharmic person, that is Uddhav Gita. Then the Puranas written by Sri Vedavyasa, many 18 Puranas, all of them, they are the abridged form of the Vedas because when we give the philosophical point just like that, some people may not find it easy to follow it. So, Sri Vedavyasa, he combined the real life stories and included this concept of Vedas in it and he explained it through stories. It's just giving a sugar coating for the core concepts of Veda. So all these Puranas are like that. Bhagavad Gita is like that. Mahabharata itself is like that. The real life story combined with the Upanishad concepts. So who else knows the Vedas completely? Only the rishis like them or Bhagavan Vishnu, when they know the Vedas, so he is called Vedavid. And here I would like to give an anecdote regarding Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavata is one of the very great Puranas. It is said as the fifth Veda. One must read Bhagavata Purana. It's very important work of Veda Vyasa. And when Bhagavan Krishna was about to leave his mortal form in the Dwapara Yuga, in the end of the Dwapara Yuga, Uddhava, his very famous Shishya and friend and relative, he came and begged Bhagavan Krishna that you should not leave now, Krishna, because Kali Yuga is about to begin. It's going to begin. And you are absolutely needed for Kali Yuga. Now, if you go, what will happen to the people? And Bhagavan Krishna, he just gave his entire power of his mortal form to Srimad Bhagavata. He just transferred his power to Srimad Bhagavata, written by Vedavyasa, and said to Uddhav, I am in Bhagavata Purana. And I am in Srimad Bhagavata. I am there in Bhagavata. Srimad Bhagavata may be considered as myself, my form, my ideal, my form. So whoever read Srimad Bhagavata will not be affected by the dosha of Kali age or the Kali Yuga. So that's an interesting anecdote I like to add in this stage. So, hey, all the Bhagavata Purana or any other Puranas or the important works of Bhagavan Krishna or any other great rishis, they are the abridged form of the Vedas, and only Bhagavan Krishna or Bhagavan Vishnu, he knows the entire Vedas. Bhagavan Krishna also, they know the entire Vedas, and so he is called as Vedavid, one who knows the Vedas. And in chapter 11 of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna says that Vedanam Samavedosmi. That is, he selected Sama. He said, I am the Samaveda among the Vedas. Why should he select Samaveda alone? Why not Rig Veda, which is the ancient Veda? Because Rig Veda is complete consciousness. And Yajurveda is action. All the how to do yajnas and how to all that procedures are there in the Yajurveda. Adharva Veda is the continuation of all these Vedas. But Sama Veda is that Veda which gives us that unique experience. Samaveda, it is said that it is the experience because consciousness can be realized through action, and we have to experience that consciousness through action, and that feeling is given by Samaveda. It is said by acharyas that Samaveda gives that experience of that consciousness. Usually, when Bhagavan Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, when he say that I am this among all this, I am this among all this, he will see to that point. He said that where that pure consciousness and that mundane existence, that joining point, he will say. So among the Vedas, Rig Veda is completely conscious. Only people who have very high knowledge about Brahma Vidya, they understand it to the core. Everyone can chant the mantras there, but to the core they understand one. That such people, some great rishis, they can understand it. But Sama Veda is that Veda which gives that entire experience. And so Bhagavan Krishna, he said that I am Samaveda among all the Vedas. And in the Bhagavad Gita also, in chapter 15, again Bhagavan Krishna says, and chapter 15 and Sloka also 15, Bhagavan Krishna says, सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमबोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव विद्यः वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्. Bhagavan Krishna in this shloka he says, that is, we'll take the last two lines of this shloka where Bhagavan Krishna says, he says that I am that person whom to be known by the Vedas. I am the I am the author of the Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. And so Bhagavan Vishnu is called Vedavid. The next word is Avyanga. Anga means the part or limb, or limbs or part. Avyanga means one who doesn't have any part. How can Bhagavan Vishnu have part? He is non-dual and infinite. And so he is Purna. He is Purna means he is complete. Complete in every sense. We cannot imagine that completeness. He is infinite and complete and Purna, and so he is called Avyanga. He doesn't have parts or limb. Avyanga. So that's the meaning of Abhyanga, and also that he is infinite and non dual, so he cannot be known by the mind or the senses. He is not perceivable by the mind or the senses, and by that meaning, he is called, by that interpretation also, he is called Avyanga. The next word is Vedanga. Vedanga means the limbs of the Vedas, or the part of the Vedas, you can say. But according to the Shastras, Vedas has six Vedangas. A student, a Shishya has to first learn these Vedangas. Only then he understands the Veda perfectly. So that is the format followed in the ancient Gurukulas. The six Vedangas, they form the Veda Purusha. So if you know the Vedangas, you can understand the Veda Purusha, that is who is none other than Bhagavan Vishnu. The different Vedangas are. So the Vedangas are described as the different part of the Veda Purusha. So Veda, according to the Shastras, the first is the Vyakarana, Sanskrit, the grammar. It is said as the face of the Veda Purusha. The face of the Veda Purusha is the Vyakarana, Sanskrit, the grammar. The next is the phonetics, that is the Siksha. Siksha is said as the nose of the Veda Purusha. The next is the Nirukta. Nirukta means the etymology, how to coin the words, how the two words are coined, which words can be coined. So this Niruktam, that is Niruktam, and it is said as the years, the 2 years of the Veda Purusha. And next is the Jyotisha. Jyotisha means, it doesn't mean the future telling or the astrology which we know now. It is only a bit of that Jyotisha. Jyotisha means the complete study of the luminary objects, whether it may be sun, moon, or all the planets, stars. It combines astronomy and astrology. In the ancient times, this Jyotisha are used to perform yagnas, and to how this the different vibrations of the different luminary objects, they affect the earth. So like that, in a very deep sense, Jyotisha was used in the ancient time, not like future telling as we practice it now. So Jyotisha is considered as the two eyes of the Veda Purusha. And the next is the Chandas, that is the meter. Meter is considered as it is compared with the feet of the Veda Purusha. That is meter. With the different meters, only one can chant the Vedic mantras. And the next is the Kalpa Sutras. They are the how rules regarding how to perform a yajna, what all material has to be used, where the priest should sit. So all these are informations are given in the Kalpa Sutra, Kalpa Shastra, or Kalpa Sutras, and it is considered as the hands of the Veda Purusha. So when a Sishya, when he has the knowledge of all these Vedangas, then he will have the knowledge of the Veda Purusha, who is none other than Bhagavan Vishnu. And so he is called Vedanga. The direct meaning is one who has the Veda as his lens. The next word again is Vedavid. Here, the meaning for Vedavid is given by the Acharyas as one who analyzes the Vedas, he is Vedavid. Bhagavan Vishnu, even though the Vedas came from him, Bhagavan Vishnu, he does a deep contemplation on the Vedas so that he knows how to implement this Vedas to the material world. So he does deep analysis of the Vedas, deep contemplation of the Vedas. And so he is, in this context, he is called as Vedavid. The next word is Kavihi. One who has Kranta Drishti, he is Kavihi. That is, one who can see things beyond, both subtle and gross. One who can see things beyond is Kavihi. That is Kranta Drishti, seeing beyond. It may be either gross material or the subtle objects he see beyond, and so he is called Kavihi, and that's why the poets also get the name Kavihi, because they see something, they imagine something, and they see all this beyond what other cannot see, and they bring that imagination in a gross form as their poems. And when we read that poems, we get that imagination. We also can think like them. So that's why they are called kavi. Kavi means one who see beyond. And that is one basic interpretation. And another interpretation is in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, chapter 3, section 7, mantra 23, it is said that he is never seen but is the witness of everything. He cannot be seen, but he sees everything. And that's the exact meaning of the word kavihi. And in Isavasya Upanishad also, it is said in the mantra 8 that Kavir Manishihi. Kavi means one who sees everything. Well, it means seer of all. And Manishi here means the ruler of the mind. That's why Bhagavan is said as the omniscient. He rules the mind. And that person who see everything and he rule the mind our intellect from inside as Antaratma, he is Kavi. He sees everything. He is the only witness. No one sees other than him. He is the only witness. And he rules our mind and intellect. And so he is called Kavihi. So that is one interpretation as per Isavachya Upanishad. So when all these interpretations are combined together, Kavihi means one who is the witness or one who is the seer of all. No one sees other than him. He sees everything. He rules over the mind. He is that omniscient being. And that being is Bhagavan Vishnu. And so he is called Kavihi. So these are the 10 words in this shloka, shloka 14 of Vishnu Sahasranama. I will continue with the explanation of the next shloka in my next video. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। ॐ तत्सत्।